everyone, and welcome to my channel. I've got the prediction deck on the table, and we are actually going to be doing a bit of a disturbing reading. You may or may not know, but in the last week or so, actually in the last couple of weeks, Australia and New Zealand has actually been on high alert. There has been an infiltration of what we know, three, but I would say definitely at least one nuclear sub as well, because the Chinese do not travel on their own individually. They always travel in at least pairs, okay? Warships, frigates, supply ships, okay? Now, they were actually tracked entering through Torres Strait, which is between Papua New Guinea and Australia. There was only one. And there was a drone unofficially, so let's just say officially, right? There was a drone that was launched there, and that was seen by itself. Like I said, I don't believe that. I think the sub was there as well, allegedly. Okay, so then they went down and they decided to play war games between themselves in the Tasman Sea. And this is on the outskirts and crossing over the EEZ, which is 200 mile zone, right? Now, there was an announcement that was made within seconds of the first fire, and allegedly it was a Virgin aircraft that caught it, and so did the New Zealand Navy, and they advised Australia that is wrong. It's a very, very aggressive show of force just outside our waters, extremely aggressive to do that. Of course, they are actually saying that they didn't, there was notice, there wasn't ample notice. There was 49 flights diverted that day. Now, this could have been pre-planned. They could have, like what most people do, let people out of courtesy know, especially the lands involved, know what they're doing with their war games, but they didn't. They're actually saying they are, but they didn't. There's proof there. And sadly, Australia was the last, which is not good. Not good at all. So they actually ended up going across the bight and coming up around the west, and because we're on the west, we have a very, very strong military island, and there was a a US sub there as well. America is well and truly aware of the situation, and they have actually said something, but they waited for let's just say flotilla. So many people. Yeah, I know. So many people, and money in the background as well. America knew, but they waited for the flotilla to actually basically, move along up north from the west coast. So this aggressive circumnavigating has brought a lot of worry to a lot of people, including myself. You've got announcement from America that I'll put up on the screen where they're well and truly aware of it, and then right next to it, of course, the Chinese embassy counter posted, I guess you could say, that that it all has to do with the tariff, which is probably what that card was all about, and they're prepared to fight, allegedly entertainment purposes only. So let's ask the prediction deck. What was the story? What was the story about what Australia just experienced in the last probably up to 2 weeks, but at least 10 days? All right. Offering donation. A good outcome. Okay. Controlled narrative. Yeah. Submarine. There you go. Submarine underwater. There you go. There's confirmation. There's at least one sub. And it would have to be a nuclear sub because of the distance. So there was at least one nuclear sub with them, which is exactly what I thought. And I do believe that was with the supply ship that went through the Torres Strait between PNG and Australia, Papua New Guinea and Australia. They're hiding something. They're absolutely hiding something. They're trying to control the narrative. I have actually seen something, some announcement that they had in China saying that, we are the baddies kind of thing. And it's like, no, sorry. You guys, you'll believe what you want to believe, but hey, not doing what you're doing there. That was a very, very aggressive strategic move. This good outcome and offering donation. There's no way this is China here. We're not talking about China. China is not offering anything. Then, or if anything, they're saying, "No, we're going to fight." Right? In more than one way if need be. The good outcome and offering donation will probably have a lot to do with our allies, US, and that is good to know. That is absolutely good to know. And yeah, they are hiding something. They're definitely hiding something. Okay, distraction, illustration, darkness, outage, resigns office and leaves, and that's actually on the submarine. So resigns and leaves office on the submarine. Would that mean that whoever was actually involved in the submarine, because we all suspected it, maybe it was detected? There's a good chance we probably sent out a sub as well, and they literally swam underneath the water and waved to each other. We've seen that. We've actually seen that in aircraft. The tensions are it's very, very dark. Extremely, extremely dark what's happening at the moment with this controlled narrative when it comes to what China is doing. It's very, very dark. Distraction, illustration about the good outcome. Okay, well, let's just keep going with that one. Experiment or test. Yep. Science breakthrough. Ooh. Health matter. Okay. And social media. Yes, it did hit social media. That's how I found out. No, not really. It actually hit the news. I've been watching it anyway. Scary. It's really scary to see them basically, at your back door. Very, very scary. Very scary. On the social media, I think you'll find that there is going to be some sort of change, some sort of experiment and science breakthrough is would indicate what they're doing with the drones, or at least one of the drones. The health matter, now that's interesting. I mean, what health matter could it be? I'm just going to pull some more. Tornado winds, mainstream news, innocent truthful, public life, burnout, and big city. I have to wonder. Now, when they went down the Tasman Sea, I mean, there was always a reason for doing something, and it was diverted, and they did obviously go out a lot more. I mean, when they were near Sydney, it was 600 nautical miles instead of something like 300 when they were coming around here, and they did actually cross our EEZ anyway around the Bight. I mean, wow, there's a big difference. We did just recently have a cyclone, and that was brewing up. I've got to wonder if they had made some sort of change because of the health matter, literally, because, I mean, at the end of this day, a submarine really can't be anywhere near, especially a nuclear one, can't be anywhere near where a cyclone's, working its way down the coast, right? Allegedly entertainment purposes only. There's a good thing there that had happened, even though, like, we're talking, well, that cyclone's just happened, but it's been brewing for a while. Now, they would know that. They would have seen that, and they would have monitored that. I mean, you basically know when a cyclone's, born, literally, or hatched, or drops, or whatever, and then it builds itself out at sea. That's how cyclones happen. We call them cyclones. Of course, tornadoes, exactly the same thing. I think that is the reason why it hit mainstream news as well very, very fast, because of what was actually happening and where they were. I mean, that's like going down to see your neighbours in the country. Why so far? Why so far? I mean, they have to go that far, I know, if they want to circle, but why circle? And why play, war games just outside Sydney? What are you trying to show? They're actually saying that you've got public life burnout in the big city here, and you've also got innocent and truthful, and that's what they're actually saying. They're trying to put over social media that, they actually aren't legally, they weren't doing anything wrong. all right, despite the fact that the notice was too short, which they have deflected and they have changed. They're actually saying that, interesting though, that this public life and burnout in the big city, I think if there was anyone that it was, Team China, after what they've just done and the aggressive display that they've just shown what they can do and got away with, literally, because they technically weren't doing anything wrong. Well, all right. Politicians, government, moon, no, unclear, and change coming, prepare, stock up, and join forces. Good, about time. It is very unclear. Sadly, I think both governments in Australia have neglected our defence because, well, basically it's been a Cold War for a long time, and who bothers about an island, down the bottom of the world, right? Well, wrong. China's just proved the reason why we need to step up. It's now gone very, very political. It's now gone government. We've got an election coming up in a couple of months, if not sooner. This will probably be one of the main things on who gets in, because at the end of the day, it is very, very unclear what's going to happen to the big cities, literally. The change is coming, but they're saying that we've got to prepare and stock up and join forces. And that is what is going to happen, and that is perfect. All right. Bit of homegrown, bit of politics, and to me also a crime against humanity. It was an aggressive, strategic, very, very horrible circumnavigation of Australia. That was, they weren't even hiding. They were just out there saying, look at what we can do and get away with. So, yeah. All right, please let me know what you think in the comments. Please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.